Welcome back. It was a busy weekend for KU sports and the NFL.
Madison and Camden have more.
Ryan, this is an exciting week as KU kicks off the start of Kansas men's and women's basketball this Friday with the 37th annual Late Night in the Fog. Last year, Late Night was a virtual event due to COVID, but this year, Run DMC will perform at Allen Fieldhouse on October 1st. Admission is free and open to the public. Student doors will open at 4:30 and for the general public at 5. Last Saturday, KU football was on the road in Durham, North Carolina to play the Duke Blue Devils. Ending with a final score of 52-33, Kansas quarterback Jason Bean ended the game with 323 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The Jayhawk defense started lacking in the second half and allowed the Blue Devils to run away with the victory. Lawrence native Devil Neal led with 107 rushing yards, and Buffalo transferred Trevor Wilson had 122 receiving yards. This was the first game since 2009 where Jayhawks had a player with 300 passing yards, 100 rushing yards, and 100 receiving yards in a single game. Sophomore running back Tori Loughlin also showed out with 1 rushing touchdown and 1 receiving touchdown. The Kansas women's volleyball team won their second night in a row, sweeping Texas Tech after 5 sets in Lubbock. This pushes their win streak to 8 in a row, and while their hot streak continues, the Jayhawks will have yet to receive votes in the AP Coaches Top 25 poll. They play at home this Friday and Saturday against Iowa State. KU women's soccer will host the Sunflower Showdown tomorrow at Rock Chalk Park at 7 p.m., where they will take on rival Kansas State Wildcats. KU will come into tomorrow's game with 5-6-1 and are looking to grab their first conference win after falling to number 8 TCU and Oklahoma State. And as we start to feel the temperatures drop, ski season is coming soon and the countdown for the Winter Olympic Games has begun. We are 128 days away from the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympic Games. Not that I'm counting or anything. Speaking of the games, former U.S. ski team member Cooper Cornelius is making a big change, returning to the classroom to ski for the NCAA team for the University of Denver. Check out his skills skiing at Copper Mountain in Colorado, training for the upcoming season. This week's NFL action is record-breaking. Camden Fogo has more on Week 3 action.
Thanks, Madison. This weekend's NFL games were full of record breaks and comeback wins. Justin Tucker broke the record for longest field goal after kicking a 66-yard field goal that bounced off the crossbar and went in. The previous record for longest field goal was set by Matt Prater in 2013. The kick sealed a comeback victory for the Ravens over the Lions. Jaguars' Jamal Agnew tied the record for longest kick return when he made a 109-yard touchdown after Arizona's Matt Prater missed an attempted 68-yard field goal to beat his own record. Antonio Cromartie set this kick return record in 2007 after a missed field goal, and Cordero Patterson tied the record in 2007 when he had a 109-yard kickoff return touchdown. Patrick Mahomes became the fastest player to ever hit 15,000 passing yards during the Chiefs' Sunday afternoon loss to the Chargers. This loss puts them in last place in the AFC West and marks the first time the Chiefs have ever had a losing record under Mahomes. Mahomes spoke after the game about the loss.
We just didn't execute whenever it came down to it. And in this league, when you're playing teams like them, like the Chargers, they're a good football team. If you don't execute, you don't win football games.
The Broncos and Raiders currently lead the AFC West with both teams undefeated. Only 5 teams remain undefeated heading into Week 4. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers sealed a comeback win Sunday night after Rodgers got the ball in field goal position with 37 seconds and no timeouts. Mason Crosby made the 51-yard field goal to beat the 49ers 30-28. Week 4 will kick off Thursday night when the Jaguars take on the Bengals at 7:20 p.m. The Chiefs will play the Eagles Sunday at noon, and Tom Brady will take on his former team, the Patriots, Sunday at 7:20 p.m. Back to you, Emily and Ryan.
I was a little surprised about the Chiefs' loss this past weekend. One area where they're always really good is the turnovers, and they unfortunately had 3 in the first half, and they just found themselves in too big of a hole.
No, it was really hard to watch, honestly, but it ended up still being a pretty close game in the end. Definitely a disappointing loss for the Chiefs, but hopefully we will be coming back next week even better.
Yes. Stay tuned with